Hello ladies and motherfuckers, my name is Solid Steak and welcome to the Solid Steak Show. On today's episode we take a look at 2016's Titanfall 2 for the PlayStation 4. So let's get this shit started, shall we? I could go into detail about this game's developer, Respawn Entertainment, how it's comprised of some former Infinity Ward staff, and how they helped revolutionize modern FPS games with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but instead, I'll just keep it brief and say that they changed the world of first-person shooters once before, and if they keep the Titanfall series going, they could very well do it again, as Titanfall 2 carries some of the best controls, level design, and original ideas I've ever seen in a shooter. First, I want to talk about the campaign. Considering the first game didn't even have a proper campaign mode, they probably could have just phoned it in and gave us like an hour and a half boring piece of shit with a lazy level design, and I'm sure a lot of people would have accepted it because it's something. I'm not saying I agree with that mindset, I'm just saying they probably wouldn't have gotten too much flack for doing it. Instead, we got something that'll last you between 4 to 8 hours with some awesome set-piece moments and some of the best level design the genre has ever seen. What other game can you jump between warring airships, phase between different time periods to perform platforming challenges, and make sarcastic remarks toward your giant robot companion? Levels are designed with ample opportunity to make full use of the movement system and tank flanking routes or find little secrets. Enemy variety is also very good, throwing in some standard soldiers, a couple of different types of robots, guys with shields, and these fucking things! The little motherfuckers. Hate those fucking things. However, visual design on the whole is not as good as it could have been. But when they nail it, they fucking nail it. I'll give them credit for that. There are moments in the game that look absolutely spectacular, but the design of the weapons and machinery varies from, oh hey, that looks kinda neat, to meh. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of this game looks like it was comprised of rejected concept art for Star Wars. But hey, taking inspiration from Star Wars isn't typically a bad thing, and Titanfall at the end of the day has a very appealing, albeit a little unoriginal art direction. Oh yeah, fuck, I almost forgot, you got a fucking Titan! Equipped with his own unique controls, mechanics, abilities, and weapons. This is BT73727... BT a bunch of numbers I can't remember, and he is definitely, without a doubt, the best fucking character in the game. They use the whole sarcastic person and overly analytical robot who doesn't understand sarcasm thing. It's pretty much like Leonard and Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, except if one was in the military, the other was a giant fucking robot, and neither of them acted like obnoxious man-children. So it's pretty much nothing like The Big Bang Theory. Huh. Probably better off that way anyhow. Anyways, the point is that this dynamic has been done to death, that's for fucking sure. But fuck me upside down, it's so well written! Some of the exchanges they have are actually pretty funny, and by the end of the game you legitimately care about BT and his well-being. Now for the multiplayer, you got some standard game modes like Capture the Flag, a few variants of Team Deathmatch, and Amped Hardpoint, which is a variation on Call of Duty's Domination mode. However, it brings some new modes to the table such as Bounty Hunt. Bounty Hunt is probably Titanfall 2's most original game mode and is a blend of objective type modes and Team Deathmatch. It tasks two competing teams with eliminating specified AI targets while simultaneously trying to fight off each other. I wouldn't say it's the game's best mode, but it's a neat concept. My favorite mode is probably Attrition, which is a fairly standard Team Deathmatch type mode, but with some computer-controlled minions on each team. These minion-type enemies help fill out the maps a little and give less skilled players something to go after, so even if you're not typically good at first-person shooters, you can still contribute to your team. Disappointingly though, the game only has 9 modes, several of which are just variants on Team Deathmatch. So if you're somebody who enjoys the several objective-based game modes that other games offer, you may be a little disappointed. However, people like me who prefer deathmatch type modes should find more than enough enjoyment with what's offered. Now initially the weapon and fucking Titan selection seemed a little disappointing, Weapons consist of fairly standard assault rifles, SMGs, etc. It feels like the sci-fi setting went a little underused here. The most creative Titanfall ever gets is an auto-targeting pistol, which is fairly tame when you compare it to other sci-fi themed shooters like Halo or Half-Life. As for the fucking Titans, well, 6 didn't really seem like a whole lot to me. However, as I played more of the game and learned how each weapon handled and how each fucking Titan played, I began to appreciate what was here a lot more. Each fucking Titan is fairly well balanced, and each of the fucking Titans play very differently from all the other fucking Titans. The weapons also have a lot of subtle little differences in the way they handle and feel. So while at the end of the day they're all just spraying boring old bullets at stuff, the little nuances in the weapons really gives each and every one their own unique identity. But now let's talk about how the game actually plays. Yeah, you can have a campaign and weapons and fucking Titans and all that wibbly shibbly slobbity goop. But if the game plays like shit, it's a shit game. Can't argue with that. Shit, plays like shit, shit game. Thankfully, Titanfall 2 plays fucking smooth. Like cherry Dr. Pepper smooth. Huh? Huh? Anyone? Anyone get it? You feel me? Fuck it, I'll be in the corner. In Titanfall 2, speed and mobility is the name of the game. Well, at least it would have been if it wasn't Titanfall. I guess speed and mobility too just didn't have the same ring to it. I mean, I'm not in the marketing department, I don't know this shit. In Titanfall, a fast player is a good player. The maps are designed in a way that there isn't really a good place to camp anywhere. And because the player characters in this game are practically the human equivalent of F-15 fighter jets, you're likely gonna have someone come out of nowhere and butt-fuck you if you stay still too long. Because of this, players are forced to learn and utilize the movement system to its fullest. And yeah, the campaign also makes you utilize the movement to its fullest as well, often throwing more enemies at you than you can handle with brute force, requiring you to outmaneuver them. But how does one utilize the movement system, you ask? Well, following my simple 3-step guide, you too can become a human jet plane. Step 1. The ground is for pussies. What? Walking and running on the ground? Come on, that's so boring! Come on, why don't you run on the walls like the cool kids do? It's faster because physics or something. Step 2. Get on your knees. Bitch! So you ran out of walls and now you think you can just go back to walking like a sensible human being? Well, think again. Don't forget you can slide on your knees to keep momentum. Maybe if you're good enough, you can slide and jump and slide and jump and slide and jump again. This is stupid! You're stupid! Step 3. Don't die. No, serious. No, this one's pretty self-explanatory, guys. Just shoot them first and boom, done. They're dead. In all seriousness though, combining your wall runs, slides, and double jumps gives you a rather impressive degree of speed and control, which for me personally is the game's greatest strength. But I haven't even mentioned playing as a fucking Titan yet! I really like this aspect of duality that the fucking Titan brings to the game. While playing as a pilot, you are fast and nimble and are expected to use that to survive. But playing as a fucking Titan, you can just stroll through and fucking curb stomp everything. The fucking Titan gameplay takes a lot of inspiration from that of the MOBA genre. Each fucking Titan has different stats for speed and armor, their own unique primary weapon, and a set of abilities on a cooldown. Because of their size, the area they can traverse on the map is often restricted to 3 distinct lanes, really driving the parallel home. 6 fucking Titans doesn't sound like a lot, but each one has a drastically different playstyle from the others. They can all be equipped with different camos and performance kits too to further personalize and diversify them. So without further ado, let me introduce what the good folks at Cherry Dr. Pepper Laboratories have cooked up. This is the CDP Labs Enjoyometer, a new 7-point scale ranging from completely worthless to must-play that allows me to rate my games more accurately. Now I'm going to go ahead and give Titanfall 2 the highest possible rating of must-play. This is definitely a title that no fan of first-person shooters should be without. Whether you're looking for a solid single-player experience or addicting multiplayer that'll make the clock show 3 AM before you can say, fuck, I gotta be at work in like 4 hours. Titanfall 2 has you covered. Thank you for watching this installment of the Solid Stakes Show, and make sure to come back next month on the 25th for a brand new episode. I look forward to seeing you there.